Hey, listen to FreeFM 89.0 Wrestling Roundup. This is Grady Hooker, and live on Skype. Yes, I've got friends again. We've got Josh.
I'm back!
And we got Brandon.
Hey.
So we go from having one person on the show to having three. So we'll roll straight into Raw. I'll talk about the Hall of Fame news first. So basically, there is a new wing or award, the Warrior Award, and it's going to go to Connor.
Yeah, I was hoping for some kind of honor for him, and I think the description of the Warrior Award definitely fits Connor.
I actually went back and watched the video package they did to announce it, and it was quite, again, surreal to just listen to Warrior actually suggest this.
Yeah, I think they've been needing for an award like this for a while.
So is it going to be an annual thing, like the Celebrity Wing, or is it going to be a when we need it, do we think? I'd have to imagine it would be annual.
Yeah, I'd probably think it'd be annual. It is kind of hard to think of a bunch of people who deserve, but we know over the years there are going to be new names that are going to pop up.
So to go from something really good, really high, we're going to go straight down to something low. There's been a lot of controversy lately surrounding Bill DeMott.
Yeah, a lot of negative comments have been made about him.
Yeah, this was 15 years ago. It would get swept under the rug.
Yeah.
After all, controversy back in that era, controversy created cash, as a certain former WCW executive liked to say.
And I'm pretty sure it was going to get swept under the rug this time if Bill did not resign.
Mike, what was going to happen was that it was going to be left to Triple H. He pretty much had lost Vince's support. And it was going and basically what mostly was going to happen was that he was going to be reassigned. He was going to be removed as head trainer and was going to be reassigned somewhere where he couldn't be do any damage.
A lot of the things that were coming out about him were really bad.
Yeah, a lot of racist comments, all different kinds of comments, and it pretty much made, from what I've read, the guys down there miserable.
But now they have a new head trainer, somebody who is extremely well respected in the business.
Tensai.
Yeah.
A-Train.
Also now known as Jason Albert.
Prince Albert.
Yeah, it seems from his NXT commentary, he seems to be at the Performance Center a lot already, so perfect fit.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, in terms of actually training them, they've been doing well out of NXT lately. But it's definitely good to see Jason heading down there. I presume he was already training them anyway. It's just taking up a head role.
Assistant.
Okay.
Yeah, he'd already transitioned to that role. He's just now the head person.
Fair enough.
And he is one of the more respected people in the business. So this is at least a step in the right direction.
Yeah. So we were talking a little about NXT just there. Do we think NXT will have a role in WrestleMania?
I'm starting to lean towards no, because we haven't heard of anything or seen of anything as of right now.
I think yes, but I think their role will be to fill up the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
I can see that. I think I sent through the numbers to you guys. If nobody was pulling double duty, and like pretty much every active star they have is in there, they're still 7 spots short. So you got to fill those somehow.
Yeah, as for like an NXT Showcase match, I think that is probably out of the question because we've heard nothing about it. But as of filling in the spots in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, that is a definite possibility.
I much would prefer.
And they're going to be there that weekend anyway.
True.
So it would be easy to throw them in that match.
I'd prefer they have a showcase match rather than filling them up in the Battle Royal, but, you know, they take the spots that's there, I guess. And to make the Battle Royal harder to fill up, it seems they're booking some fatal 4-way tag team match for the titles.
Yeah, with 2 throwaway teams and 2 pretty good teams in Kid and Cesaro and the Usos.
I don't know, like, it seemed we already have a lot of multi-man matches. We have the Battle Royal, and then we have the Intercontinental Ladder match. It'll be 6 or 8 people. And now you've got another, 8-man match. There's a lot of multi-man matches on that card.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I wouldn't exactly consider the New Day a throwaway team.
Yeah, as of in-ring talent, I think they're pretty good, but the gimmick, I think it just detracts a lot from them.
I think the gimmick's gone down the toilet.
If they were just Big E, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods as a trio and not with that gimmick, I think it'd be a lot different. People would be more connected to them.
I guess we'll find out. I think for a while there's been the murmurs, at least created by us, of them going full-blown bad guy from this gimmick. So maybe they'll just have to turn that sooner or later.
Yeah, but then again, I've been hoping for Epico and Primo to turn on El Torito and Tornado, but nope, not happening.
I have a feeling that's a lot less likely. But if you look at the tag team match we just said, it's 3 faces teams, isn't it?
Yes.
Numbers. But yeah, I'd much rather less multi-man matches when it comes to that tag team. I'm pretty sure last year we got the, if not same match, very similar match in terms of a...
Yeah, except we had Jack Swagger instead of Tyson Kidd.
Is that the only difference? Oh, I guess the New Day wouldn't have been there either.
Yeah, the New Day wouldn't have been there. But Los Matadores and the Usos were there.
So the tag team scene has changed less than 50% in terms of the top few.
And I want to kind of comment that their choices for Los Matadores to be in that tag team match, I think it's quite odd over a team like the Primetime Players or the Ascension.
Well, as of now, the Primetime Players, I think, are both booked in the Battle Royal, and I think the Ascension are not booked at all.
I'm starting to think that the Ascension will be a part of that Battle Royal.
Yeah. They definitely...
I was just hoping that we would have the Primetime Players and the Ascension in the tag team spotlight. Because right now, I don't think Los Matadores are deserving of that spot.
It definitely looked like before, a few weeks ago, that it was a Primetime Players Ascension collision course. So it makes sense to move the Ascension into the Battle Royal. If they want to continue that, maybe have the tag team match at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, it seems like the Ascension versus Primetime Players were dropped after WWE Superstars last week. It's possible they could tape something on SmackDown or Main Event this week, but yeah, after the Ascension beat the Primetime Players, we haven't seen anything else.
So we'll go into our classic entrance theme of the week. Somehow Josh found a loophole. So it is John Cena's original Basic Thugonomics song.
So, you think you're untouchable?
And you're back with FreeFM Wrestling Roundup, Grady, Josh, and Brandon. So we left off, we were talking about the tag team scene for WrestleMania. We got a couple of other matches announced on Raw. We got it was actually before Raw, Divas tag team match that everybody was expecting.
I was
No
really
surprise
hoping
here.
for a 4-way title match. I was really hoping for
Maybe
that
still
match.
something to Nikki being hurt.
Maybe. I didn't watch Total Divas. I'll put that out there, so I don't know what the storyline is. But there's a storyline I'm hearing. on this season finale. Have either of you watched Total Divas?
Unfortunately, I did watch that. 2 hours of mayhem.
So what's the storyline?
Well, the storyline is that Nikki and Brie are not going to re-sign their contracts for greener pastures. Nikki wants to film a movie, and Brie Bella wants to be a mom, apparently. So, I don't know if this is a storyline. It probably is a storyline, because I doubt much of Total Divas is real.
I think it seems lately that if you're in a program with the Divas on WWE TV, it has to be associated with Total Divas somehow.
Yeah, and again,
That's
this
because
was 8
90%
months
of
ago.
the Total Diva cast is 90% of the Diva division.
I can't do the math quickly. But yeah, in terms of relevant Divas, I'd say it's a good percentage. I think AJ is probably the only relevant one that's not on the cast.
I think she's the only Diva in the entire division, not on the cast.
No, Summer Rae
Or
got
at least
kicked off
not
it.
in the cast.
Layla was never on it.
Layla's
Summer Rae
always
was
hurt.
on it.
Was she?
Summer Rae was on it.
Oh yeah, Layla wasn't though, was she?
No.
Ha, I win.
She hurt herself signing the contract, so she never was on.
Good explanation. Other than that, I think that's
Yeah,
it.
she went to have some personal surgery.
Yep.
Whatever the hell that means.
I think everybody knows what that means. Wink, wink. But yeah, whether it's Total Divas related or not, I think they'll at least put on a decent match if given the time, because history does not look good for them for a Divas match at WrestleMania.
Unless a celebrity is involved.
Which they're not, so good luck. What are you thinking?
That's-
8 minutes?
Uh,
That's including entrances.
Yeah, that's a fair amount of time.
5 minutes.
How many?
5 minutes.
Is that 5 minutes with entrances or 5 minutes without?
Including the entrances.
Whoa, you're undercutting this now. Okay, we'll figure out who gets closer. Someone will have a stopwatch while watching WrestleMania. But clearly they're not.
Well, road.
Clearly they're not gonna. Their match plus entrances is still going to be shorter than the Undertaker and Bray Wyatt's entrances put together.
It might even be shorter than Undertaker's entrance by itself.
Oh, how long have those been lately?
Well, about 4.5 minutes usually.
Wow. He re-emerged, air quotes, on Raw. Should I say his
Yeah,
lightning?
his black magic.
I guess it's something. We're still probably not going to see him till WrestleMania.
Even though the
And with
Undertaker is not physically there, I thought it was just a pretty cool moment.
Yeah, but the Undertaker's not somebody who has to be there because of his mystique and his character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels like he was there, but it really wasn't.
I bet he was backstage, and that was actually him on the mic live.
Probably. I don't know.
But with his character, he doesn't have to appear.
Which is a good thing. At this point, I think I said it last week as well. At this point, you've got to hold off now. You've got to have him just on WrestleMania. Otherwise, not having him on TV for all that time makes no sense.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see more of Undertaker's black magic in the coming weeks. Maybe cost Bray Wyatt a match by countout, which keeps him still looking a bit strong.
I mean, it did more for the match to have him strike Bray Wyatt's somehow reconstructed rocking chair with lightning and setting it on fire than it would have for him to come down and physically answer the challenge.
Well, you see, Bray Wyatt's been doing some woodworking. He made a coffin. Undertaker's been doing some woodworking, and he made Bray a new chair. And then broke it, just like Bray broke the coffin.
Yeah, shot it with lightning.
And Bray lit it on fire. See, it's all symbolic and back and forth. You break something that I love, I'll break something you love. Look for the metaphors, guys.
Yeah, you just found it interesting because Dean Ambrose had destroyed that particular chair.
Yeah.
It was somehow resurrected and then set on fire.
Well, Bray did say he was going to raise the dead. I don't know if chairs have spirits, but...
I don't know. Maybe he just picked up a new one at Cracker Barrel.
The Ascension are no longer undefeated.
Yes. I don't remember who they lost to, but I remember they lost.
I believe the first time they got pinned, I believe it was last week on Main Event with the Usos.
I just remember the commentators noting it, so I think it was from a non-Raw show.
Oh, it might have been Raw. I think.
I know on
Superstars.
On Superstars taping for this week, they lost to Sin Cara and Kalisto.
Yeah, I think they're losing everywhere. It seems like their entire build is gone.
Yeah, the last time they won, it was on WWE Superstars against the Primetime Players, who did, I believe, ended the initial streak. But the Ascension is just faded out.
Yeah, they came out so hot and then just gone. They're not on the main TV show. As of now, they're not booked for WrestleMania. I don't know if we can chalk that up to another dud NXT debut.
I wouldn't necessarily blame NXT in this.
No.
I believe the changes that were made to the Ascension hindered them a bit, because it was very obvious they were trying to be something they were not. They were trying to be the Legion of Doom and Demolition.
Yeah, we've just seen a lot of NXT guys come up to the main roster and be a little lackluster. Either through booking or otherwise. So we'll go into our current entrance theme. This one's a TNA theme because we're running out of songs. Much like they're running out of ideas. It's Gunner. FM 89.0, Grady, Josh, Brandon. So Randy Orton likes to diss the Authority, claim it was a joke, and then flip them off at the end of the night.
Yeah, he definitely was part of what I described as they completely took the PG rating and completely put a lapse on it for WrestleMania season.
It kind of... There you go.
Yeah, I was definitely shocked when, during the opening promo, they didn't censor him. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, Randy Orton, this is the character that WWE needs. Edgy character in Dean Ambrose, but he suddenly fizzled out.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But this is the character that WWE needs.
Just a badass.
Yeah, a badass rebel.
And we've seen Orton pull off this character before, obviously.
Yeah.
I think the big question between him and Seth is, will Jon Stewart be involved?
I hope so.
Yeah, I enjoyed his presence on Raw.
Special guest ref in the corner.
I called for WWE to reach out and get Stephen Colbert to be on Seth Rollins' side.
This is where my lack of US knowledge comes into place. I'm going to guess he's an anchor from another show.
He used to be part of The Daily Show, then got his own show, The Colbert Report, and is now replacing David Letterman on The Late Night Show.
Now I see why. Do you think that having both of those in the match, though, would make the match a little gimmicky? And by in, I mean
didn't
like
say they'd
in
be
the
in
ringside.
the match itself.
I meant ringside.
At rings, I didn't say they'd be in the match. I was just saying in their corner.
But would it put more focus on the guys in the corner than the two people in the ring?
In a way, I think it would, but not against them being involved in a way.
It would still be entertaining. I'm just not sure. We've seen a lot of the celebrities before just flounder and not pull it off. But we've seen John pull it off. So I'm happy with John. I just
Yeah,
don't know how the other guy's going to go.
Yeah, the biggest difference I believe would be is that John is an actual WWE fan.
Yeah.
A legitimate fan. I'm not so sure about Stephen Colbert.
I'll just ring him and ask him.
But
Boop, 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 boop. Hello.
but him and John are really good friends. So they might. So they've definitely got chemistry between them from working together for so long that they probably could pull it off.
Yeah. So we got about 3 minutes. We'll talk about our WrestleMania main event: Roman Reigns versus Paul Heyman.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. The only interaction we've seen was back in January when Raw was snowed out.
Yeah, that's a major issue with a part-time champion.
On Raw this week, they had a huge chance to have Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar interact, but they missed it.
What's the point in bringing them in and not having them interact?
Yeah, I kept expecting to hear Reigns' music and during the promo, and I'm like, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh crap, he's not coming.
Yeah. I don't know.
They saved Reigns for the big main event match where they screwed over that was a 5-minute match.
Mm-hmm.
Which was
Yeah,
really
that was
just
a
to
really-
set up Orton's face turn.
Yeah, it was just a really, really short main event. I think they could have utilized both Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns better on Raw.
Yeah. And from what I've heard, the only dates Lesnar has left is the Raw before WrestleMania, and the Raw after.
They have one more.
That's the Raw before, isn't it?
Because he walked out on them.
Oh, good call.
So they can have him show up next week and force him to do so by his contract.
Is there 2 more weeks before WrestleMania?
Two more Raw, so yeah.
Okay, I can see that working then. I forgot about the walkout. That definitely changes it. So I guess I can at least have 2. But I'm going to presume that the Raw before WrestleMania will just end with a stare down between those 2. Possible fisticuffs.
I think it's got to be fisticuffs almost the way that the Raw before Fastlane ended with Bryan and Reigns just flat out brawling. They may go from one side of the arena to the other, just fighting each other.
Yeah. I can see it happening. You got to start hyping those matches. Because Sting, it's not there. His match isn't being as hyped as much. Then you got the main event where the 2 haven't even interacted for, a month? You gotta start hyping this stuff.
I think next week, if they force him to appear, I have him go over knockout Reigns with an F5.
Yep.
Then at the Raw before WrestleMania, I have Reigns take Lesnar out with the spear.
Okay.
But that's how I would book it.
And that's how Josh books it. So it's been great talking to you two.
Been great talking to you too.
Peace out.
So you can visit our Facebook page, facebook.com/Wrestling Roundup Radio, or our Twitter page, twitter.com/Wrestling Radio. And I'll see you next week.